Hello everyone, welcome to my gaming channel. It's Inferno912 from this side, and here is another title which I'm adding to the playlist. Confrontation of Kings, King's Landing. That's a free-to-play strategy game, pay to win of course. Sorry about that, but I decided to add that to, let's say, compromise some of the features which are in this title and they are missing from more fresh, more new games. And I just want to tell you a few things in this presentation. Let's have a look. So the strange thing, sometimes then they show up with a different name of a game. We have, of course, very welcome message, always premium pack, buy the pack, which I hate, and I'm always gonna giving a lower score for something like this. They're supposed to attract us with the gameplay, with anything else, and then time to time remind us maybe about packs available, what you could spend your money on. Guys, remember that even if I'm gonna tell you about some deals which might be worth it, I don't encourage you to spend the money in those kind of games. If you've seen and watched some of my videos on my channel, you should know this by now. But let's get straight to the point. I'm playing without music because if it's not properly set up with the rest of the system, it's going to be very noisy. I'm going to show you just one with the effect, and because I'm using headset, it can blow my ears off a little bit. Okay, so we're collecting, of course, resources, and I can tell you that this is again and straight away big positive about this title compared to, let's say, what you can find on my channel, Match of Empires and Game of Thrones Winter is Coming, especially with the last one. The graphics here may be not amazing, but it's something for something. Well, most of those games have a depot warehouse which you can keep some of your resources nice and safe without any problems. Nobody gonna take away from you. You can see then it's a decent numbers here, at least when it comes to basic to resources. Also, where you can actually see the fourth one is locked right now, because this is all depends on level of a castle. With the progress you getting more unlocked. There's some funny looking dragon here as well. There are of course more to unlock, but this all depends. If you playing properly the game, you can try to unlock them for free. It's going to take you quite a long time. Not sure if all of them, but at least I know the purple should be done. First you need to work on the first one anyway. Okay, you're doing some upgrades. There are some additional skills here and lots of other stuff, except that you're sending the dragon for short mission around, and then you hope for the best if some rewards. I can tell you guys, then sometimes you might be disappointed if you're gonna send the dragon for a couple hours and he gonna return with completely crap what you could have sending him for half an hour time. But this happens, you just need to balance and figure out how this works the best for you. For me personally, short times are better. But let's go to the main things here. Again, strategy game in that times. So grow stronger to fight with others. This is the war game. This is not farming villa and stuff. So just forget about that kind of part. If you're not able to take the hit and helping your alliance, you don't have the time to play. You should avoid those kind of games right away. It's better for you guys to spend just a little bit money, buy the game which is not require you to log in every day or at least every few and now and then to keep on progress and keep your castle safe. Let's going back to those resources, because that's the important part. There are decent amount of resources around the map. There is of course with the map you can check the resources area, which kind of level where you can find them, so that's a positive. But why I was like excited again, this crap. Why I'm excited about this part with collecting resources, not automatically adding to your main warehouse, main depot, because that means you can keep on producing them. In Game of Thrones Winter is Coming, there's only a limit of your building, how much you can upkeep. There is no limits here. You can have 10 millions and keep on adding them. Okay, the safety reason is the warehouse itself, the depot, but the way of running the production like this it's always gonna keep on adding, so that's great. Another thing good about this, then, except some of your resources gonna keep being kept safe, and let's say you have it with the limits, safe limits, so you're gonna get attacked, nobody gonna take anything from you, but there is something special to keep this game alive. And there is lots of fights in here, special days, so most of the time you can be without a shield, good rules and stuff like that. But going again with the resources, you are allowed to attack other players as long as they don't have troops or traps. Well, you just make sure then they are not active and you're not wasting another player. That helps because the fighting time is almost every week here, so there is just no specific problems when it comes. So there is no war here, all the peace, farm villa. No, there are war times because everyone want to do those special events and get extra rewards, plus having fun to mess around with whatever way you can. There is of course some people who spending more money in a game, so they're going to be obviously far stronger than you, but you're trying to countermeasure that with playing properly and trying to avoid many mistakes. So you're not going to win maybe some battles, but not going to win the game in general, because that's almost like impossible unless you just buy, which is wrong. But you still can have fun. You're still going to meet lots of people around the world, and then you're trying to help your teammates to work together. I'm alone here right now because I used the random teleport. I already cleared the area. There was not enough resources in there, and I was just after last KVK, which is KVK. Sorry, maybe KVK is a wrong word, because KVK from Game of Thrones is fight kingdom against another kingdom. Here was just a kill event. Okay, that's the proper one. When you're playing lots of games, some of those names it's not always the same in the current title. When you're going to the world map, you're not going to see plenty of options here, and you actually I don't have too much choice to move around. You could do it to a certain level of your city as usual, but there is no point. It's better to start fresh. That's why you still have a time and go to K23. Lots of teams are keep recruiting. If you don't like the game, there is no big deal. You can always leave it, and you can actually see then high populations are in those kingdoms, and here is low, because even if it's older kingdom, they will keep on adding new players there. So that was a little bit something what I didn't like. I show up in the Kingdom 22, play there for a while. I met some people. The K23 wasn't available yet, but the problem was then there was already certain time people was waiting. Why there is no place to go? Why I play as a fresh player in the same kingdom with the player who has almost everything? That's completely wrong. In the same time, there are still options in a game which you can keep on enjoy playing and keep yourself safe without making just silly mistakes, attacking your allies, making stupid arguments on the world chat, because that's not too much point of it, stealing resources, attacking others when you shouldn't outside the events, and so on. So there is lots of opportunities. Again, guys, if you don't like the graphics, then maybe Game of Thrones is better. But here you can see the example. New games are very laggy, especially with that kind of graphics. And let's face it, Game of Thrones is not a top kind of game, to be honest. Second, you need to remember about some glitches during the combat and that lag, and the graphics is not always good to have it around those certain like big battles. How many times in Game of Thrones I actually had a problem when somebody was attacking me and I didn't even manage to see my own castle. That was just bug or glitch. So that is really annoying. So moving to this title, most of the stuff is just not exist, and you can easy to go for it. Another very important part. Lots of options here to get resources, to get some special attacks. You can see the golden shoes here is because of the football. Now is keep on going, so they added a new event, which is cool. But it's just an extra. You can almost ignore that. Let's say we attacking this. We're not going to send all the troops, just a little bit. That sound, some of them you need to change yourself. I don't like about this, there is not enough settings in the game. Okay, and now straight away I have to switch this off, because maybe sometimes it's a little bit different when recording video and how you can hear it, and it's very different and very clear in my headset. Okay, it's extremely and way too loud. So big minus for the music and sound effects. Sound effects are actually one of the worst I ever seen. Moving on, we're doing lots of research, the proper research, building, of course, it's normal. Dragon already mentioned, there is some kind of lottery here, which you can do every day for free, as long as you reach your castle on level 8, if I remember correctly. VIP points, the plus of it is that they actually gonna give you the nice percentage, and this percentage is actually real. It's not like in Game of Thrones, which I hate. I mentioned about this, and the way how they keep on changing your damage, your stuff you adding to the game all the time. And actually, let's just give you a quick example. You attacking the monster for level 3, and you can kill it. One year later, you can't kill it. You have better research, better commanders, better all the stuff what allowed you to be better and stronger in the game, and you have more problems with things which you actually was able to finish a year earlier. So this is big difference here. I don't like when they showing off with too much percentage and fake percentage, because fake percentage means that you need to recalculate it a few times and divide it by million other things, whatever they trying to came up with. And this kind of titles you can have. You're working hard or waiting few hours sometimes to get only like 1%, 0.5% of for the attack for your troops, but you actually know it's real. Another plus, then you have only one lord, you're working on it, you're working on some of the gear here, and you're adding the research and stuff which you want, exactly the way how it's going to be the best for you. But all this is actually really going to count. So you just need to, you don't send in your lord is always in the castle, your stuff is you using your additional marches, your army, and all this stuff is actually counted properly. So maybe the graphic is not amazing, not the best, but there are many players who actually feel more relief with the proper construction and the system of the game, especially when it comes to fights. So you don't have to wait for kill event to attack someone. You scout first, you checking if it's active. It's not a bullying any kind of crap, because most of the players actually don't like the bullies. It's about checking. You can collect resources, you can practice your fights, you can do lots of stuff really here. And again, with some of the camps or monsters, higher level and more difficult, it might be very tricky. Most of the troops you're not going to lose, they're going to go back to you. But in reports, you can see then if they will be all lost according to the troop types. You will really difficult to destroy those camps, to be honest. So good, they actually refounding those dead troops. Got lots of messages. I wasn't on for a while. I had some things to do, recording other games as well, keep on testing them, so make sure you're gonna check out the playlist. If you don't like this type of game, there's something for you out there definitely, or will be in the future. So anyway, I see no defenses, nothing whatsoever, so I can just collect that by attacking it. And now I want to use this as an example. Let's just say we're going full march. You see 2 minutes 30 seconds. If I'm gonna use a different type of unit, then gonna be faster. What you can see, then it's not such a high speed when it comes to units. So again, compared to March of Empires or Game of Thrones, some of the combat there are just too fast. You don't have too much time to react. This making lots of players or potential players leave the game sooner. Some of them, they do like this. Others maybe don't see the such of problems with that, but I do. I can actually see how and what's gonna keep the game healthy and something more what you can enjoy. Of course, you can use the speed ups to ask them, move faster, but everything costs more in this title. Shields, speed ups, teleports, and stuff. So I've seen in March of Empires especially, but in Game of Thrones as well, how some of the players just was showing off during the larger battles, and they was like argue on world chat, and they just jumping left side, right side, move on, and jumping those teleports, like showing off. Then they got also a lot of them to waste, or I'm not really sure what's the point of that, but some of this stuff is really annoying. Here you need to think if it's worth for you to relocate, because there's always can be something for something. A very important thing then, when attacking the other player or somebody gonna attack you, you need to keep on repairing your own wall. Your wall at the beginning of the game gonna be quite useless, and those traps as well, but always better to keep some just to showing off that you are active player. And also very important part, if you're gonna upgrade them on a better level, then it's gonna be always a plus for you. The problem is then there's so many other things to be done before that, far more important ones, then this always is like left over. Not for everyone, but at least in my situation. But what I was saying about repairing your own wall, when you're gonna go on a defense, and somebody actually was attacking me before, you can see then I got some smoke or fire here. You need to extinguish the fire. If the fire is not put it down, then the wall durability gonna keep on going a little bit lower. Well, that's not a big deal. It's only gonna be the fire gonna be for only certain time as well. When the durability in the wall gonna go to 0, you're gonna be automatically relocated to another side of kingdom, just random. But even if you're gonna get attacked 5-10 times, it's not gonna go to 0. Okay, it's not so easy to destroy the wall. The point is then it's gonna give you a little bit points, and you just have to keep on every half an hour. You have to click on to keep on fixing certain number of it. That's a good thing. It's something different than usual. Something to might help you. You can actually see some additional information here, what I just mentioned, and the numbers of troops, the different type of troops here is really very cool here as well. So it's, T8 has all the information you got here, the difference between the units. So it's very clear how they are showing this. You need to work on some of the buildings to keep your troops safe during the kill event. I'm gonna talk about this more in future videos if you guys interested in the title, if you want to watch some videos about this. But it's very important thing, because this is the first video, first introduction. I just want to let you know one very important. I really wish you can avoid spending money in it, but if you like the title and you wanted to play, there is only going to be the best deal is on the first day you play. So if I'm not going to tell you this, you might going to miss the big opportunity. I play without spending any penny and I let it go, but this doesn't mean that I play a lot of other games. If this is going to be the title which you're going to stuck with and you're going to play for a while, maybe it's something worth to look after. And I'm going to want to show you what I'm talking about. When you go to the market, you guys see there are some normal deals and premium one. So of course, when you're going to see something like this, then you take it, okay, if you can afford with the wood and stuff. With the gold, you need to really think about it. try to not push yourself and not spend the gold just like that. Then definitely not the premium stuff. It's just not sometimes not worth it to even consider. You trying to wait and be patient with proper deals. And the first deal what you guys have is tons of gold, and it's something like this. I think I managed to get the picture from another castle. I only done that done the second castle for so for purpose of that market deal, just to show you what I'm talking about, and it's proved, and it's actually one of the best deals you ever gonna see in this game. At least I never seen something like this ever again. That's why I want to tell you guys. Black market, that's just another stories. Okay, this is something which you have to play, enjoy the game, trying and keep on going, blah blah blah, doing events. Events are cool, everything is organized, and actually you can see all the informations here. Training troops right now, so let's, for example, let's do this. I collected already another ones, and this is another positive of a game. This is so many positives from such a weird looking game. Actually, is the reason why I want to add it to my channel. I do play casual. I don't play every day, but I do play casual, and I do enjoy, and I want to share it with you guys, especially for those who do like to play this kind of strategy game. Let's say I'm not going to finish with pay to win. Okay, you do working on all this. You train your troops. But your troops, when they are ready, they're not going to add to rest of the troops what you have in your castle. Somebody attack you, they're going to go to hospital, and those troops what you produce, they're going to wait until you're going to collect them. The same is situation with hospital. And this is very important part for the kill event as well. You always remember to try to keep the limits, make enough troops and your hospital according to number of the troops what you have. But it's just so many details and so much things to say, so I definitely gonna make another video. Keep on research working, never leave it just without anything. Okay, there is another parts what I want to do here, and I actually left that with those traps, so I've got other task on what I have to finish. So for me this one is actually perfect to do right now. Remember about every day you got at least one hit to destroy the monster. In a situation like this, what I'm right now, better to not finishing him off, even if you're tempted to get a reward. It's better to wait for proper rush our event. Let's just have a look. Now is the training troops. So if you train enough, you got opportunity to grab the gold. You don't have to spend your money on. There are plenty of events, very good, which you can manage and get that gold for free, and so on. But in the same time, there is some rush events sometimes to kill the monster. You might grab additional rewards. This is only like one a day shot, unless you got additional energy, of course, or you want to go for the advanced. The minus here is to go for the advanced attacks. You need to spend the money. So that actually is a negative, but the positive is if you're gonna be patient, you're gonna save proper stuff, then you a little bit later on in a game, you might use it to your advantage. So there are some tricks here, what you can do. There is plenty of players which wanted to fight with you, plenty of players which will be happy to play with you and exchange the informations, like even the fog of war is something what is worth to do all the time, because it's gonna give you limited time of view on the area, but also you're gonna get something for it, like a little bit of resources. This is very useful and quite good. It's gonna keep the game again a little bit the enjoy, and the way how you play, how you attack someone is going to be harder. If you don't have those spare points, you can't look at this proper part of the map, and that means you can't attack. So I think this actually making game better by just making players to think and to use the stuff in proper way. Not like some of games what I did play, they give it too many, too fast, and it's just a massive struggle, and the game died very fast. So I still, even if this game maybe is not that new, I still see that lots of players keep on joining. This is from Windows Store, by the way, which I don't like, but that's from that platform. There is lots of things going on here. You just need to be trying to be active and trying to join the active team, not just something like farms. The camps, the level of camps are a few different ones. There are camps which you have to rally. There is not just like that easy all the time. Some of the resources not going to be in such a numbers like you wish you can have it. Okay, or those are the camps which you have to rally on, but it's going to be, you need to sometimes tremendous amount of units to beat this up. You can see then level 5, level 6, level 4 mix of levels of troops, but the amount of them is just really huge. Okay guys, a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the video, the kind of presentation what I'm doing here. I'm sorry that I compared this to Game of Thrones a lot, but this is the title which I do have on my channel. I do have some experience in that. The same with March of Empires, a few other titles, but those two actually are really one of the best to compare to that one. There is very important things here. This is not a single player, this is a teamwork. Even if you're not making, let's say, you're not doing too many things around with some of the camps, some of the monsters, you do trying to attack them as much as you can, then you do have alliance and you're doing you collecting gifts, you actually working the most important alliance technology. This is something what you have to do. You're supposed to help with your teammates with this. You're looking which one is recommended. You communicate on a chat and with messages what's to do better, what's to do next, because I think more people talking and discuss the options is making alliance better. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this title. Sorry then without music in the background, but with this title I just have to play like this. Can't mess around in any other way. Well, actually, when I'm playing for myself, I got something else on my background. Anyway, okay guys, hopefully to see you on my next video. I'm gonna definitely make something from this title, especially when it gonna comes to a little bit more information about some of the events, or maybe kill event, like how to keep your troops safe. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments as well. See you on my next video. Don't forget to check out the playlist, some of the videos what I'm showing right now on the screen as well. So take it easy, enjoy the time watching my videos and playing your games.